Hey, what is up guys? I'm going to show you a little tutorial on how to take off your mask as a Metropolice Force unit on Argon Gaming using PAC. So what you're first going to do is basically you want to add the little mask that you want to pick for your character. Now of course your character is not going to be exactly like mine where it has this type of mask or this model. All models, are going to be different within the Metro Police Force. So what you want to basically do, and this is basically right here, this is my, and probably it's going to be your final product of what's going to be at the end of this video. So what we're going to do is you basically want to, I'm going to go ahead and clear this out. You want to make sure that you have your, you want to make sure that you name your outfit first. So I'm going to name this the test outfit. Okay, so what you want to do is you want to right click on the test outfit up here. You want to then click on model. This will then put a little circle or sphere on top of your head. What you want to do is you want to go over to under generic, and where it says model, you want to go over to there and click the little three dots. It's then going to bring up your queue menu where you then can select a model. Now right here is all the TMB models that we'll get to later. You want to go under your add-ons folder, find the Metropolice PAC. This will then pop up with all the Metropolice models. Doing this, you'll see that we have at least 7 models, one that you probably don't want to use since it's a zombie model. You'll have your default model and then all these other models, such as my DVL, he has his model which is right here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to select that mask. Basically when you do that, it's going to pop up over here also saying, look, I just put a model here. And it's also going to show up next to your head. Now this won't show up while you're in the PAC editor. You will, once you get done saving, you'll go and press where, but we're not going to get to that yet. Right now we're going to focus on the mask. So what you want to do is you want to start using the position and angles under orientation. You can basically hold down that little number thing right there and move up and down using your mouse, and it will go side to side depending on which one you're using. So basically you just want to make sure it's fit properly. Doing a pretty bad job at this, but anyway, you'll get the concept. Basically you just want to make sure it gets over here like I have. I'm going to clear this. Basically you're going to have it to where once you get done you think you're fit and it looks like it looked perfect. It's going to be right here or wherever you put it, over here on your back or wherever. And then basically that's your first step with the mask over here. Now I have my mask on the left thigh, as you can see. Now what we're going to do next is you are going to have to make sure it's on the left thigh bone. Or if it's not on the left thigh bone, it's going to move with your head. So as you move your head up and down, your model, the mask, is also going to move. So what we're going to do is you want to go under orientation and make sure you're selected on the gas mask or the mask prop, and you want to go under orientation on bone and make sure that the bone is, what you want to do is basically the same thing as we did with the model, is you want to click this little 3 dots. You are then going to select where it is going to be. So for instance, if you have it on the right thigh, you'll click it on the right thigh. If you want it with the left thigh, which I have it, you'll click the left thigh. After doing so, it's going to attach it to the left thigh, no longer being with your head. Now, now that you have the mask set up, this is actually the last step of using the mask being clipped to your belt or your left thigh, right thigh, etc. Now, we're going to go on to the next part. This is basically going to show you that you need to add 2 more things, and then we'll start messing with the heads. So basically, I'm going to go ahead and rename this Now, you don't have to do that if you want to, but this is basically, I'm just going to keep going back and forth from my original to this. So what you want to do is you want to click on Entity. It's going to show your name, as my name is UnionDVL as my character name. It's going to show up this. It's then going to show all these little things down here, such as your behavior, orientation, your movement, appearance, and generic. So what you want to do is that you really don't want to mess with this, because this part right here is for the whole thing. See, as I just messed with that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and remove this since I messed up. I'm going to put it back. Basically, you can mess up a lot of things using this one right here unless you know what you're doing. So what we're going to do is you want to right click on there. You want to go down to Model and click on Bone. Doing so will add a new bone called Head, which will edit your head. Now we'll get back to this point later. Right now you want to go back up to right here, make sure you're overheaded on the test outfit. You want to right click on there and add another model under Entity. Scratch that. You want to add a new model, which is going to be your new face, or you're basically your new face for when you have your mask off. So what you want to do is you want to go to your Taco and Banana or TNB, your TNB Mega PAC or whatever, and find a model that you want to use for your face. So now for my character, I used a PMC model that we have that's in the TNB, and so what you're basically going to do is once you find the model, you're going to click on that model, and it's going to show up on next to your body, and it's going to show up over here too with a picture and a name. So what you want to do is you want to make sure that the eye angles is true, and then it's going to align itself up with the your model. Then under orientation, you want to also add make sure that the bone merge is also true. Doing so will merge both the current model that you have and the new model you just put in. Now, what you want to do next is you want to go under to where the PMC model is, right click, go to Model, and then Bone. This will then add another head bone like you did with the original model of this one. This time you want to go under PMC, and you want to go underneath orientation. This little part right here. What you want to do is you want to put the size to 0.1. This will then shorten the model that you just did. Now you want to go to the head part of the original model that you have. You want to set that size to 0.1. That will then shorten your head to where you cannot see it. So you can see it's very tiny. The next thing you want to do is you want to go underneath PMC and edit the head model, or the head bone of that new model that you just put in. You want to go to the size under orientation, and you want to put in 100. This will then pop up a head that of the original model, and will show that it's actually now connected to the model that you have now. Basically, when you have all this put together, you're going to have exactly what I have, which is the PMC model with the head bone, the original model with the head bone, and then your model of the mask of your character attached to your belt. Basically, this is all you have to do to get your mask and onto your belt, allowing your character to have a nice clean face to show, and basically, you know, brag about it to your friends, talking about, hey, look, my character is cooler than yours because I don't have a mask. Now, a lot of you have asked for this tutorial, and I'm more than happy to make it. If you need anything else or any more assistance with anything else, please make sure to not hesitate to place in the comments or Steam me. Now, what you want to do real quick, and before I end the video, what you want to do is you want to save the model. You'll want to save it like I did right here. You want to save it, name it, And then when you want to load the model, you want to go over here and click on this right here, and it's going to pop up under load. And you're just going to click that, and it will put it on there. Now, of course, no one's going to see it yet because you have to press where under PAC. When you click where, it's going to do all its reset, and then it's going to show. Then it's going to show everyone around you that you have this equipped. Doing so, it's going to have, you know, everything that you put on there. Now, when you want to take it off and you want to put your mask or your model back together, you just want to simply click clear and OK. It's going to set it back to the original model, putting your mask back on and removing the other things you had added back to its original thing. So that's basically it for how to take off your mask and how to put it back on. I hope you enjoyed this tutorial, and comment and subscribe. Thank you.